Welcome to Billets TV number 4. I'm going to start with a review of All Ashaw's new single from this summer, The Perfect Pop Song. All Ashaw, of course, are former members of Velodrome 2000 and based in Sheffield, and it's called The Perfect Pop Song, so I'm going to test drive it with a bit of dancing stroke tidying up, which is my normal way to test drive indie pop. Let's see if it works.
I woke up from a dream about the perfect pop song. The perfect pop song, the perfect pop song. A slice of your head and less than 2 minutes long. The perfect pop song, the perfect pop song. Whoa, the perfect pop song. Perfect pop song, the perfect pop song.
Yeah, that seems to work quite well. All Ashaw, Perfect Pop Song. And now, for nice places to sit. Enjoy. So, nice places to sit. Number 3. Preston Manor Garden by the pond. Nice. Music roundup, music roundup. Never do it the same twice. That's part of my charm. Following on from a feature in last week's TV show, Map 71 are what I talked about last week. They are playing a gig with Emperors of Ice Cream at Pipeline on Sunday the 20th of October, so you can check them out for yourselves. So that was Sunday the 20th of October, in case I muddled up those words and they weren't intelligible. And now for an interview with 2 interesting characters. Hello, I'm at the Village Cafe with 2 interesting characters who are going to tell us about their gig. I've got La Pequeña M.
La Pequeña M.
And I also have Matt. He's told me how to say it, and I rehearsed it, and I'm not getting it right now.
2 interesting characters with unpronounceable names.
I need a stage name. It's Finucane.
Finucane or Finucane.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's right. I wouldn't have known
I've
if
been
you
saying
hadn't
it
said
wrong all the time.
Okay, so we're practicing that. You need to practice it too because they have a gig coming up. Tell us about your gig.
Well, first of all, I'll show
Are you
you
in
the
that
flyer.
one? I can't see.
Oh well, never mind.
There we go.
There we go. That's the one.
So we've got these 2 characters here, plus we've got Young Francis, the one-man punk band guy. And have you got a band this time?
It's going to be me and a drummer, I hope.
So
I do have a band, but it's just
yeah.
for technical reasons we're keeping it
It's
fairly
some of the
stripped
band.
down.
and tell her. Oh, so we've seen Where and When, haven't we?
Yeah,
But
the
just in case-
Quadrant on Thursday the 11th of October. Upstairs, obviously. £4 in, starts at 8. I think that's it, really.
Yeah. So I've got some questions for both of you. I'm going to start with La Pequeña M. Why the mask?
Why the mask? Because I'm La Pequeña M. And I'm a wrestler.
And where do you do your wrestling?
I'm currently mostly in the park. in the park. I can't remember what it's called. Dyke Road Park, mostly.
Are you winning?
But I always win.
Oh, that's
I always win.
that's good to know.
Some may try and steal my belts, but they are always vanquished.
Oh my goodness, a little bit frightening here.
I'm sorry, no disrespect intended. It's
Have you seen me wrestle yet? You haven't, have you?
No,
Well, you'll find out.
God, I'm terrible.
So just to be clear here, is this show that we're advertising here a wrestling show or a music show?
It is not, but there may be some wrestling involved. Should anyone disrespect me or try to steal my belt, it is primarily a ukulele performance with the loudest ukulele in the universe.
Yes, it's sort of ukulele and punk, if I remember rightly.
It is very fast, short songs, or punk cover versions.
And what made you think that? What led you to think that ukulele and punk would be a good mix?
I didn't.
Sorry.
Ukulele is the only instrument that I can play, so I'm going to play it, and I like punk.
Okay, sounds good to me. All right, let's get a bit of Matt in on the action here. So Matt, sorry. Look, I don't think they're taking this seriously. This is a proper like YouTube channel now,
Exactly.
with over 6 viewers and stuff, so forth.
Okay, I'm a professional. I
Yeah,
shall
yeah.
Get in the zone.
So Matt, tell us about your music.
Well, I don't know where to start really. I've got a band now, sort of
Yeah.
an electric band, so I'm moving away from acoustic stuff. But this is just kind of revisiting that. They're fairly. A lot of people have been saying to me for a long time that I need a drummer like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm looking at that. It's getting a bit more kind of percussive. They're kind of post-punk type songs, really heavily influenced by The Fall, people like that.
There's quite a lot of your stuff on Spotify and things, isn't there? I mean, I've seen.
It's like a rash.
This isn't. Am I right in thinking there's like 2 singles or 2 kind of EPs this year?
Yeah, that's right. I'd been kind of silent for a while because my personal life was going down the toilet entirely through my own efforts. So I had to take some time out and just sort myself out, so I was fit to continue. And I got a bit frustrated at not having done anything for a while. So I did an EP last year. Then I recorded 2 for release this year. It was going to be an album, but then I thought albums are a bit sort of done now. So I chopped it in half, got rid of some filler, and yeah, 2 EPs. So it makes me look busy, but it wasn't any more effort than just doing an album.
So we had Ugly Scene,
Yeah.
and what's the next one called?
The next one's called Disquiet, because it's more mellow but kind of creepy, uneasy
Yeah, yeah.
songs, like most of my stuff. So
I think there's one bit out already, isn't there, of Disquiet? Is
yeah,
it,
it's sort of a pre-order thing.
you can hear one of the tracks, I think.
There's 2, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the one I heard sounded quite kind of almost poppy in terms of the music.
Oh, my country and western number.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
If I'm really lucky, I think Big Issue North are going to feature that on their website soon.
What's it?
I don't know though. I did like a
I
written interview with them.
I thought it had kind of radio appeal. Actually, it's got kind of that sort of melodic.
Well, that's good to know. The one review I've had so far was some heavy metal site where it was very pompously dismissed. I don't know. I've not really been played on the radio for ages. I think I've really had my chips in that respect. But
You never know.
you
never know what's around the
you
corner.
Never know. Maybe when I'm really old and knackered, like a rheumy-eyed, dying old dog by the fire. As the vet comes with the lethal injection, it'll be like, oh, let's console him with some radio playing. It'll be my single. I'll be like, I knew I was right, and then dead.
Okay, and the last bit. Well, now we've talked about his death. I think we started with the birth of Matt's stuff and ended with his death, so that feels like a good
It's a
time to
journey.
move on. Yeah.
It's a journey.
But the last piece of the puzzle is Young Francis. How did that come to be that he would be on the bill?
Well, I needed someone with actual credibility and draw that I could use their notoriety to put a gig, basically.
So, those that don't know, can you give us a little rundown of his?
Yeah, he's really
So-
good. I should say how I first encountered him. It was through a zine, a paper zine. They do still exist. Excuse me, called Plugged in Brighton, or maybe it's Plugged in Brighton. I don't know. You can get it in like Vinyl Revolution and various other places around town. I read about him there. The guy who runs it, Chris, has a podcast as well. I listened to some of Young Francis' stuff and I thought, yeah, that's really good. It's basically, a one-man punk band. He's got a couple of drums, which I think he operates with pedals, a couple of guitar amps, really nice, sharp, simple, quick, loud songs.
And really nice glasses.
Awesome. So, and he's supported a load of good acts, hasn't he, as well, like some big names.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
Do you-
like I picked a winner there.
Go on then, tell us
Like
some,
who?
tell us some acts. It was a Damned, wasn't he played with, did he?
don't know
I'm sure
about
he's.
that.
I'm
I don't
sure
know
he's played
about
with-
that. I'm
I'm
not
sure he's played with some big proper old punk bands that have come back. I'm sure he has.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I've seen him probably about 6 times, but I can't remember who he played with at all.
And he gets the little kids.
Oh, I've played with him before.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
first gig was on a bill that he was on.
Awesome.
I was. I preceded him.
Cool. So we don't say supported here. Proceeded. Awesome. Well, it sounds like it'll be a good gig. Anything else you want to say before we finish? Let's do a little advert.
What, like?
Why should we come to your gig?
Because because it will be fun and surprising.
And possibly slightly terrifying.
Terrifying is good for you.
It is. It is. It will be a mind-expanding experience
Yes.
for everyone, including
No,
us.
I guarantee. Come and see. Come to this gig and you will be astounded.
Sounds like a good idea.
That's
Yeah.
the spirit. Yeah.
Thank you very much to Em and Matt.
Thank you.
All right. Finally, I'm going to end with a little bit of footage from our gig at the Rose Hill, which was really good fun. And if you missed it, hard luck.